So now we have imported all the experimental data for these graphs IDVG, IDVD, and CGGVG. So all the solid lines here represent the compact model data, and the symbols represent the experimental data. So now we will proceed for the parameter extraction step. Currently, these parameters here in the ICCAP deck, they have these values, and at these values, we can clearly see that the model is far from replicating what the experimental data portrays. So these values definitely need changing, and we need to extract the parameters. So all the parameters that we want for tuning should be present here in the deck, and then only they will be available for us during the tuning step. So now for this parameter extraction, what we need to do is we go to this optimizer, then out of all these options, we have this open optimizer. We have input tab here, then parameters, and then options. Algorithm, LM, Keysight ML optimizer. So all these number of algorithms are present here. You can select it based on your need and requirements. Then we have this error absolute or relative. So what we would be concerned with is the inputs parameters option. In this input section, you can see here there's mention of reference plot and reference setup. So here is this IDVG first one. So this is IDVG. Then there is log IDVG. Here is log IDVG. We have IDVD, which is here. And then we have CGG, which is here. Sometimes what happens is that these plots are not displayed here in this line. So I'll show you why. So when this is not selected, so see only three are available. IDVG is not being displayed here. So in those cases, you just need to press this PO button. Now it is available here, the fourth number plot. So let me get this straight in the sequence. So now no plots are here. First, second, third, fourth. If we press this E button, we also have this relative error, root mean square error. Similarly for this, you can explore all this. Okay. So now we have seen this input section. We go to parameters. So this is the only duty we have present in our MDL. Once you will have multiple, they all will be displayed here. So if we drop this down, we have all these. So this will have multiple things to be displayed. So these are the data we had imported, exported. We have this parameter table, which we have to focus on. So these are the parameters you can recognize from the ICCAP deck. Now, whichever parameter you want to use for tuning, you can select it and then press this plus sign. It will be available for tuning by being displayed here. So in this duty and in this parameter. So you have all these values which will be later on available. So don't focus here. These are the parameters available for you. In case you want to remove any of these, so suppose I have to remove this. All are removed. Okay, fine. Now I want all of these. So till PCLM. I want all these to be available for me during the tuning process. Now I have come here. These are the plots selected. Now I will go for tuning discretely. So once I press this, I have the sliders available here. I'll make this enlarged so that I can see the changes by viewing the values here. Okay, so type is 1. This you would be sure of whether it is N type or P type. So according to that, you will have the values here. I had already told you one is for N type fit and 0 or -1 would be for P type fit depending upon you can take reference from the manual of the compact model you are employing. Then we have W, L, so all these geometrical parameters values you could get from the research paper or the place from where you extracted the data. They might have the values. So W is 200 nanometer, L is 40 nanometer. This is work function 4.45. So I will explain the tuning process to you. I won't be fitting these data. Instead, I will tell you how to fit the data and how this process you need to carry on, what all these options do, and that will help you tune the data. You could definitely refer the compact model technical manual. So that is mostly available with the compact models when you download them. So step-by-step procedure is there. Progressively, you have to tune it. This you could get an insight from the technical manual of the compact model. However, the process, this I will explain you. So once you go to suppose this U0, so this is low field mobility. Now, if I put it 33 instead of 30 milli, so now I have to press enter button. Then only this value will come into effect. And here we can see the changes. Wherever mobility will go, this low field mobility will go. There the impact would be seen on the respective plots. So I am pressing enter. Once you start the tuning process, so with the first parameter, you will see some time delay. After that, from the successive parameters, you would see the delay to be reduced. So now we have seen some change. Since we do not want the curves to be going, this model curve going farther from the experimental curve, I would need to decrease this. So I have to go in the opposite direction. It is coming towards this. So now it is 110 microampere. So you constantly need to check this. And this would be somewhere around 50. So I am roughly at the double value. So this you need to come down to 15. And in the same way, all these curves are also coming. So now this is CIT. Suppose if I keep this point 0.2. So I'm just going in a random fashion. This is not how you should proceed with. You should definitely refer the technical manual. That would give you a good insight how to proceed in a step-by-step manner. So if I keep it zero point 0.2 instead of 0, so let's see. Now this off current has gone farther from what we would be requiring. So it should come down. Earlier it was somewhere here. So it should be here. Suppose if I tweak this effective oxide thickness, if I let it be 1.2 instead of 1.5 nano, observe the change in the CGG-VG plot. So this is coming somewhere close here. So C oxide, which is epsilon oxide by thickness of oxide. So that helps in this extraction. Now it has come somewhere here. I have gone a bit above. So I need to again go in the earlier direction, maybe 1.02. So it is somewhere here. So in this way, you have to tweak region by region of these plots. So the manual will definitely help you. Okay, so proceeding with the step that suppose if I have been doing this for few minutes and now I think that I am in a sufficient, reasonably good position. So I would want to save this. Then what should I do? I should press OK. So once I press OK, the values which are currently here. So these current values will be saved in the deck. Like earlier, EOT was 1.5 nanometers. Now, if I press OK, it will be saved at the updated value of 1.02 nanometers. But if I do not want to save this, I might would have a better set of values of the parameters once I started this tuning process and I have gone far from what I was requiring. So then I have to press cancel. Once I press cancel, EOT1 would go back to the starting value, which was 1.5 nanometers, and all the other parameters as well. So suppose I press OK, it should be updated to this. Okay. So let us see what I just said. Is it true or not? So I started with EOT value of 1.5 nano, EOT value of 1.5 nano, and updated value is this. So this is memory stored. This is the current updated value. So in this way, you can do the calibration or the parameter extraction and then save the MDL. Now suppose I want to extract these values. Suppose these are the values I want to save somewhere. So like MDL is already saved, but I want to print out these values. So I will like there are many steps, but one of the step I will explain it to you. So you have to open this simulation debugger. So here is the input file, output file, and command file. Now I will run any of these. Just I have to press simulate in any of these, and the values will come here. So this is the input file section. Now the simulate is complete. Here is type 1 WL5G EOT. So see this updated EOT. So all these values will be the currently updated one at which you uh, terminated the parameter extraction step. So now I will copy these and save it somewhere. So suppose I want to keep these values safe for future reference maybe. So I save it with some name. So my text file is saved. Now we have seen the parameter extraction step. So in case I have missed out on something or you have any doubts or queries, you can mention them in the comment section and I will try to address them and resolve your query. So this is the parameter extraction step. Now we should proceed with the extract optimize thing. So in the next module of this demo, I will take a look at this extract optimize section